The Inside Sleeve with Robbie Buck on RN.
G'day Radio National listeners, my name's Katie Noonan and this is Karen Sharp, and we're here to play for Robbie Buck for his Inside Sleeve show. We're playing songs from our album Songs of the Southern Skies, which is a celebration of Australian and New Zealand composers. So we thought we'd do a beautiful song by a Kiwi songstress called Bic Runga. This is a song called When I See You Smile. When I see you smile, it feels like I'm fooling. It's not for anybody else to know. The way your face could light the bitter dark of every street and every town I'll ever go. It's not for anybody else to know, for anybody else to know. When I see you smile, first thing in the morning, it raises curtains on your lazy eyes. Could it be that you and I have the greatest love to ever be? How could this have ever been before? It's not for anybody else to know, for anybody else to know. When Friday night arrives, we'll let it pass outside the door. This is not for anybody else to know. When Friday night arrives, we'll let it pass outside the door. This is not for anybody else to know. Yay.
Well, it's with great pleasure I get to welcome into the studio today a voice that you would no doubt be familiar with, Katie Noonan. Hello.
G'day Robbie, how are you?
And classical guitarist, Karen Sharp. Hello.
How are you?
Very well. So take us through this great meeting of wonderful voice and wonderful strings together. It goes back to, well, this album that we're about to listen to, but it goes back a little earlier than that, doesn't it?
We originally met 7 years ago in Mudgee at a music festival, the Huntington Festival, and we were both there doing separate things. And Richard Tognetti, who was running the festival with the ACO at the time, put us together to do a couple of British songs, and there was just that special X factor. We just really clicked, and
That frisson.
yes, and then spent a good 6 years running into each other, saying we must do something, and. Finally, last year we did, and this is our first full album now.
Mm-hmm. So you went on tour with the British songs, but with this one you've become a little bit more, well, regional. It's they're essentially mainly Australian and New Zealand tracks on this album, aren't they?
Absolutely. We just thought, well, the geographical kind of envelope that we used last time, using the songs of the British Isles, was beautiful, but then we thought, well, it'd be better to celebrate the great Australian composers and singer-songwriters that we have here and in New Zealand. And also that gave us the opportunity to work with some artists that we really admire from different walks of life who joined us on the record as well.
It's a really broad range of music that you've selected
Yes.
to approach with this, particularly with just a voice. I mean, I know you augment it with other instruments a little bit, but it's essentially, you're carrying most of these songs with your voice and your guitar playing. And I'm wondering what the challenges are for you to go from, particularly with some of the pop songs that you've got on here, which are in their original form fairly
Enormous.
dense, aren't they? And
Yeah.
very complex. And here you
Yeah.
are distilling it down to a very simple element. What are the challenges for you when you do that?
For example, we did Gautier's Heart's a Mess, which originally has, drums and all sorts of amazing samples and orchestras and stuff. And it shows the strength of a great song when you can strip it back to just guitar and voice, and it's still essentially the song.
It's great to have you in the studio today, and thank you very much for coming. And the album, by the way, is called Songs of the Southern Skies from Katie Noonan and Karen Sharp. And Karen has her guitar with her today. And, of course, Katie, by strange coincidence, has her vocal cords as well. So we're all in luck. What will you play for us?
One of the greatest iconic songsmiths of the streets of Sydney is Don Walker. So we're going to do a tune by Don from Cold Chisel. Saturday night's already cold. I'm walking into Sunday and I find all desires are cold. I could walk forever, I don't mind. Show me the light, your company. It goes a little way to help me see the path on which I am bound, rather than the things I leave behind. I've got the keys to the city, baby. I can feel my luck. I've got 2 days' money. If you light me up, this heart will shine on. Les clavage d'amour, it will be ours forevermore. Words we both recall, either from a lover or the Lord. Saturday night, my steps have shown I can walk away from all I've known. Good night, my friend, goodbye. Remember what they say when you're alone. Laugh or die. Saturday night, do, 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 do. Saturday night, Saturday night. Oh,
Ah, beautiful. The glorious sounds of Katie Noonan singing and Karen Sharp on the guitar, and a slightly different version to the Jimmy Barnes and Don Walker original from Cold Chisel. That is the iconic Saturday Night. I do have to ask you, Karen, you were saying you've got your 4-month-old and you're about to go out on tour, of course. For us mere mortal parents who are hopeless at playing instruments, we reach for the CDs all the time to put them on. But I'm wondering if it's more effective if you're able to play your guitar for a small child. Does it actually put them to sleep?
Yeah, it does. In fact, about 9:30 last night, my 4-year-old said, "Mummy, can you go and get the guitar and play me to sleep?" And I was like, I don't really have time for that right now. But yes.
Luckily for me, Karen can't hold her baby and play, but I can hold her baby and play. So we did a
Right.
rehearsal just in Townsville where I was kind of doing the mummy, the shuffle. Just the mummy shuffle, the mummy and the daddy shuffle that you do, and holding Raph. And he was silent for
An hour.
An hour.
Wow.
We rehearsed a whole set, top and tailing music, and this was all the classical stuff too, so a little more intense. And he was perfect audience member.
So very, very effective. Well, look, good luck with the tour. Heading pretty much
And
right
to
around
West,
Australia.
yeah.
Heading to Western
We're
Australia.
not getting to Tassie. We'll get to Tassie next year, but it's 21 dates, so fairly extensive.
Fabulous. Well, good
Yeah.
luck.
Thank you.
Good on you. Katie Noonan and Karen Schaup, and the album Songs of Southern Skies.